You guys, we are continuing our journey here in Aiken, and we are here. We're about to do a very cool activity right here, talking to the Aiken Saber Academy. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fine, Brandon.
Why don't you introduce yourself, what your title is, and what you do for the Aiken Saber Academy?
I'm Tony Negron, and most people know me in the lightsaber community as Commander, and I founded and run Aiken Saber Academy, which is a lightsaber combat academy in Aiken, South Carolina.
Okay, and so you have a whole title in the saber community.
I do.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
So first and foremost,
I can be called Tony, or I can be called Commander. What would you rather be called?
I'm going to call you Commander.
There you go.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to call you Commander. Okay, so talk to me a little bit more about what the Aiken Saber Academy is all about, what you guys do here. Give me the rundown.
All right, so I was a junior ROTC instructor here at Aiken High for a number of years. And when I retired, I wanted to keep on teaching kids, but I didn't want to have a bureaucracy above me, which is what I had at the school district and with the Navy, because I am a retired military officer. So myself and another person, Trey Jones, who was one of my former ROTC students, we've been keeping in touch through the years, and we discovered we both like Star Wars.
Yeah.
So we talk about Star Wars, we talk about, I don't know if you know this, but there's an actual Jedi community out in the United States. And there are a number of organizations out there that are Jedi affiliated. That's what, in Australia, Jedi is an active religion, though it's not here.
I did not know. So I could become like a Jedi, is what you're telling me.
You could become a Jedi, that's right. So Trey's an active Jedi, and we started talking, and then we started looking on YouTube, and we saw that lightsaber sports is a thing.
Yeah.
I think the oldest comes out of Italy. It's called Ludo sport. The French have made lightsaber sport a national sport, just like épée and foil and Olympic saber. In the United States, there are a number of leagues. So we saw this and we said, well, that's kind of cool. And we had some beat up old lightsabers. We got together in a park. We dueled. We didn't know what we were doing, even though I'm better than him because I fenced saber in college for 4 years. But we thought it was kind of a cool thing. So we brought in some of my students. I retired from ROTC. We brought in some of my former students. And I bought some lightsabers and some protective gear, fencing helmets and gloves. And we started putting together a curriculum and the beginnings of a club. Yeah.
So I recently went out to an event. I saw you guys in action. You guys were impressive. You had two girls there. They blew me away. Everybody was awesome. I just was very fascinated by what you guys do. So how long does it normally take, when you start training, these, whether they're kids or adults, like, how long does it take you to kind of do this process?
Well, if we're doing choreography, it doesn't take really long. Everybody that you saw at this event were teenagers.
Yeah.
So they range from age 14 up to Tommy's age is 18. So choreography, you watch the films, you go, well, that looks pretty difficult. It's not that hard to teach.
Yeah.
What's harder to teach is the actual principles of fencing with a lightsaber.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit more difficult. So we can take a 14 or a brand new student. Within about 40 minutes, we go through one of our forms. And a form is like a kata in a martial art like karate, right?
Yeah.
It's a bunch of synchronized moves. So we'll teach them. That same day, we'll put a set of gloves on them and a fencing mask, and they'll get the fight. I'm going to show you a little bit of choreography. I'm going to show you 3 techniques that we use.
All right.
They're fairly simple. At every show we do, we usually bring up a mom. You saw that?
Yes.
Right? The kids volunteer the mom. Well, actually, I volunteer the kids, but the kids love it. And at the end, she does the routine, and then she kills me.
Yeah.
Well, she beats me. Shoulders, your feet at shoulder width apart. All right. First technique is called a duel.
Yeah.
All right. So it looks like this. Bring your blade out, and it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Remember this from Star Wars?
Yes.
Walk towards me. Faster. Right? All right, I'm walking towards you.
Oh.
Here we go. I'm not gonna hit you.
All right, so we're talking to one of our students right now. We got John here. John, how are you doing today?
Doing great.
Excellent. So John, how long have you been in the Aiken Saber Academy?
About 2 years. I started on February 2023.
Yeah. And so what drew you to this kind of thing?
Well, my mom got me interested in it.
Yeah.
And I thought this would be interesting, so I just wanted to try it out.
Yeah.
And I became in love with it because it was fencing,
Yeah.
like Star Wars, which I've been in love since because my dad is very into Star Wars.
Very into Star Wars?
Yeah.
Nice. Now, are you into Star Wars yourself?
Yes, I'm very into Star Wars.
All right, guys. So we're talking to Thomas right here, who is one of the instructors. Thomas, how are you today?
I'm doing very well, sir.
Thomas, how did you get involved in this whole crazy Saber Academy stuff?
Funnily enough, it started with my little sister showing me The Princess Bride and me being absolutely obsessed with the dueling scenes.
Oh, it's such a good scene.
It is at that. And I was asking my mom if there was any fencing things around town, and she found this.
So we're talking to one of our older students here, Lyndon. Lyndon, we're not gonna guess what your age is, but I'm just gonna assume 25, and we're gonna roll with it. Okay. We're gonna roll with it. Okay, Lyndon, how long have you been doing this, and how did you get involved in this?
I'm been in it for about a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be a convention held here in Odell Weeks called a GammaCon, and they did a demonstration back in 2018.
Yeah.
They had the lightsabers and they had the lights down low.
Yeah.
And was
You were hooked.
hooked. I was hooked. It took me a while to join,
Uh-huh.
but I eventually did.
And so since you've been doing it, what have you learned from it, and what do you take away from this whole thing?
Every Friday night here, 5 o'clock is my cardio night.
Yeah.
When I joined this the academy.
Yeah. So this is kind of a workout.
This is a workout.
Yeah.
Yeah. The young people that are in this class, you can't take it easy on them.
Really?
Yeah. They go full tilt.
They go full tilt.
Yeah.
Wow. This is the moment that you guys have been waiting for 3 seasons of your hometown road trip. It is finally time for me versus K-Tron.
Hey. Salute each other. So salute, just bring the blade out like so. All right. Ready? Fight. Oh, he's doing it. All right, and break. Oh, yeah. Break. I'm gonna go ahead and give it.
Yeah, you got the knee.
I felt something. I didn't think you would call it.
All right, this is the game point.
That's it.
Game point. Game point. Game point, Tron. Game point. Yeah!
Winner, right?
I told y'all. This is why I'm the host. This is why I'm the guy who comes on first. He's got years left on him. He came here today. He trained beforehand. He was in here before me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as I'm the host of this show, I'm the king of the mountain. There's nothing K-Tron, nothing you, not Gary. Y'all can't do nothing about it. I'm the Jedi now.
You can see what happens. How old are you?
40.
40. Brings out the kid in you, doesn't it?
I feel like I'm 9.
It just puts a big smile on your face.
Yeah.
So we're certainly looking for a few more students at Aiken Saber Academy. If you want to have that smile, we'd certainly be happy to have you.
I recommend you guys come out here, do this stuff. I got a workout, sweating. Thank you guys so much.
It was very much our pleasure. It was very much our
Had a blast. We'll see you guys in a bit.